צריך לעבור אותה ב9:15, אני לא יודעת.
בוקר טוב חברים. We're up to, יש לי פרק ו', פסוק כ"ג. כנר מצווה ותורה אור, ודרך חיים תוכחות מוסר. Shlomo HaMelech says here the merit, the zchut of Torah and mitzvot. And he says to do mitzvah דומה לאור, לנר, to a candle. And Torah דומה לאור, light, to the sun. You hear? Once again. Moti, you hear this? Kiner mitzvah. Ner is a mitzvah. Meaning, if you do mitzvah, the power of mitzvah is light. What type of light? Candle. But someone who learns Torah, the power of Torah is like, it shines like the sun. So let's think for 1 second. If it's night, and you turn on, and you have a candle, it helps?
Yeah.
For sure. If you have 2 candles, more. If you got 10, much more. But if you have a sun, who needs the candles? The candles don't do anything. Mr. Gigi? מה קרה? In my property? Let's continue.
התורה.
אתה, יש לך תלמידים ברוך השם.
התורה יותר חשוב מה.
So the Gemara says in Masechet Sotah, Mitch, you want to give him Masechet Sotah, please? 1. The Gemara says in Masechet Sotah, why the pasuk compares, thank you, the mitzvah to a candle and the Torah to a sun. You hear the question? The Gemara kacha, one of the perushim עבירה מחבה מצווה. חס ושלום, someone does עבירה, and before the sin, he did a mitzvah. העבירה מחבה את השכר של המצווה. ואין עבירה מחבה התורה. שנאמר, מים רבים לא יוכלו לכבות את האהבה. What is מים רבים? A lot of sins. אדם עבר עבירה, מים רבים, a lot of sins, לא יכולים לכבות את התורה. The power of Torah is like the sun. אתה לא יכול לכבות אותה. Versus נר, can you shut off a candle? זהו. עבירה, can you shut off מצווה. עבירה cannot shut off the sun. Sun always shines. כוחה של התורה.
What do you mean by shut off?
You lost the reward of the Sachar Shel Mitzvah.
I mean, the Torah that doesn't apply.
No.
There are people who do Avirot and the Torah isn't.
So yes, you want to give me Sharet Shua behind you?
מה זה הקונספט? שכר מצווה, מצווה, שכר עבירה?
מה?
שכר מצווה, מצווה, שכר עבירה.
תעיין שם, זה לא שייך לפה. מה זה? אתה שומע, מרקו?
כן.
I see you had a nice vacation.
What the guys gonna lose is מצווה.
רגע, 1 second. You hear? Rabbeinu Yonah in his Sharet Tshuva talks about the Lashon Hara, that אין התורה מגינה על בעל הלשון הרע, ועל המשומד לגנוב ולנאוף. You hear his words? He says, whatever the Gemara in Masechet Sotah says, Avera lo mechaba Torah, that's only if it happens to the Avera. It happened, boom, he failed here. But someone that has something that who nikra mumar, there is one thing, there's one item, whatever, he doesn't follow the Torah, whether it's Lashon Hara or Has v'Shalom, someone who steals his business is not, he's not honest. And he learns every morning and he learns every night, but he does monkey business. The Torah is not going to do that. Avera would mechabat Torah. מה שכתוב בחז"ל שאין עבירה מכבת תורה, that's only, אומר רבנו יונה, עשה אותה לפרקים. It happens in film. But if someone is addicted to a avera, it's not going to help him. He brings here, ואמרו דואג. You know who's דואג? דואג האדומי. דואג, he was the head of the Sanhedrin at the time of Shaul HaMelech, and he spoke Lashon Hara. And how come the Gemara brings that in Masechet Sanhedrin? דואג, אין לו חלק לעולם הבא. Right? דואג אין לו חלק לעולם הבא. He had so much Torah. אומר רבנו יונה, כי היה בעל לשון הרע, סיפר לשון הרע. So he says, מה שאמרו חז"ל על העובר עבירה, דרך מקרה. קרה, ouch, he failed. ולא על הפורק עול אזהרת העבירה מעליו. But someone, a person that takes off the yoke of the mitzvah off his shoulders, then the Torah is not going to do anything to him. The Torah, you understand? So bevadai, Torah is powerful, but it's powerful if you keep the Torah. You know, the Hafetz Haim says on the pasuk, Parashat Tetzaveh. You want to open Parashat Tetzaveh? What is Parashat Tetzaveh? Look, Parashat Tetzaveh on page 240. You have it, Isaac? Yeah.
Which pasuk?
ואתה תצווה, פסוק כ', you see this?
Yeah. ואתה תצווה את בני ישראל, ויקחו אליך שמן זית זך, כתית למאור, לעדלות נר תמיד.
אומר החפץ חיים, it says here, ויקחו אליך שמן זית זך, כתית. It says, why does the Torah emphasize and very careful what type of oil you can use for the menorah? Shemen zayit, it has to be an olive oil, zach, pure. There is two types of shmanim. There is two types of oil in the Bet HaMikdash. There is oil which is kasher for the menorah, and there is oil which is kasher for the menachot. When they used to bring the doughs and used to make halot in the Bet HaMikdash, the oil, which was also an olive oil, which is kasher for the menachot, for the halot in the Bet HaMikdash, that oil is not kasher for the menorah. It's not good. For the menorah, it says shemen zayit zach katit dak min hadak. Not simple. It has to be dak min hadak. It has to be a very special oil. There's halachot. How do you make it? So it says, why you have to have for the menorah such a specific, special oil? And he says, תשמעו מה הוא כותב. הוא כותב, תורתו של האדם תהיה זכה ומזוקקה. Torah of a person has to be pure. אתה שומע?
כן, כן.
טוב. בלי שום תערובת. You cannot have Torah mixed with other things. Cell phones in the middle of the class, going out, and talking. זה לא Torah. He says, and that's why it says, להעלות ner tamid. What does it mean, להעלות ner? רפי, מה זה להעלות נר?
לפי הפשט פשוט זה לעלות, להדליק.
להדליק. So why it says להעלות? להעלות means is to lift. What do you have to lift? Just להדליק.
Make sure there's no wind. לעלות.
Well, it's not up to me then. Okay, I mean, the minute we have shemen zayit zach and katit, that's good enough. What does it mean להעלות? זה להדליק. מה צריך לעלות? מה אומר רש"י? לא הבנתי.
הוא אומר שתהיה שלווה עולה מאליה.
What does it mean?
It has to go. It can go. She has to go up. It has to be straight.
מעליה, הניצון.
Is it saying like the flame?
Oh, מעליה. Or means up.
She by herself.
On her own, yeah.
Let's see what Chacham Levi says.
English. I don't know if I speak English. I don't speak English.
אני multi-language.
Sorry.
נו, so, מה הפשט? מה זה להעלות? אוקיי, so then מיצ'י, חבר שלך הסבר. מיץ', מה זה להעלות?
We understood that the Kohen's going to put his hand till it catches a little bit, and at that point it grows on its own.
Almost. You cannot leave the week until שהשלהבת עולה מאליה. You know when you light נרות חנוכה. מדליק, and then you go to the next. But meanwhile, what happens? The flame is not on. Sometimes. So you cannot leave the wick until you see that the flame is ready. עולה מאליה.
So yes.
נתן לך בחנוכה also. כן, 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 כן.
You shouldn't leave until it's completely.
I mean, בית המקדש שלך הלכה. Over here, it's the whole idea. It's also every time you do הדלקה. הכל פנים אומר החפץ חיים. So what do we learn from there? I mean, here the shemen represents Torah, and he says learning Torah it has to be shemen zayit zach. Torah has to be pure, rak Torah. You know how pure? You know how pure? I know some of you're not gonna like it. I'm gonna say it. You know how pure the Torah has to be? And it cannot be mixed with anything else. Only Torah. I'm going to tell you a story. At the time of Reb Chaim Volozhin, I had a yeshiva. And his yeshiva was 24 hours. They had shifts of yeshiva boys who were learning day and night. There is no, the yeshiva is over 7 o'clock, they go home. אין כזה דבר שמה. They had shift, ישיבה, היה להם שיעורים, ככה, 2 in the morning. איזה שעות אתה הולך? שעה 2 בבוקר. 24 hours ישיבה היה לו. And he had the top תלמידי חכמים in his yeshiva. And they were learning only Torah. The governments, they decided to get involved, and they said that you have to teach English. Bakavna English. Mudahol. Bahaya, a big meeting, all the rabbis of the yeshiva. What to do? To have yeshiva mix Torah and limudei hol, language, chemistry, and other, history, I believe also, and science. מה לעשות? חלק אמרו, it's better than nothing, meaning have a yeshiva and have 2 hours learning limudei hol, but you have 22 hours yeshiva open, you will learn. And Simson said, no, you can't. Yeshiva has to be yeshiva. מה עושים? Big meeting. It was a big meeting. And they knew that if they're not going to follow the government, they're going to shut down the yeshiva. You hear it now? They're going to shut the yeshiva down. מה לעשות? היה meeting עם כל הרבנים בישיבה, מה לעשות? And the ראש ישיבה, אתה שומע?
כן, שומע.
חיים מבלוזין אמר, we are not in charge on the Torah. הקדוש ברוך הוא בעל הבית. Hashem gave us to teach Torah. The minute the Torah is not the way it was given the Am Yisrael, we give him back the Torah. הוא אמר, סוגרים את הישיבה. No way you have Torah עם לימודי חול. הוא סגר את הישיבה. אחר כך הוא נפטר מצער. He passed away.
ככה הוא פסק.
כן, ככה הוא פסק. הוא פסק, Torah was given by Har Sinai, that's the same way you give and you keep going on to the next generations. And we are not the Baal Abayit to try to figure it out what to do with his Torah. That's his job. He gave me Torah, and the Torah has to be Shemen Zayit Zach. We do. Shemen Zayit Zach. What is Zach? Pure. What's it pure? I got you in a minute. That's so slowly. That's that. Pure means you don't mix any limudei hol in the yeshiva. Wamar, he gave us the Torah. We have to keep the Torah. The minute we cannot keep the Torah the way he wants because of the government, so our job is to give him back the keys. Our job is to give him back the keys. And he gave back the keys to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What happened after? I mean, he passed away from Tza'ar. He did. But what happened after? All the hundreds of yeshiva boys who left home, what do you think they did?
They learned.
That's what happened. So people went back to their towns, to the villages, to the small villages, and each one, I mean, they know how to learn Gemara, it's not a question. You went to the shul to learn in the morning, and what happened? He saw Reb Zalman. I'm not Reb Zalman. You still learning? You want to learn? You're like, oh, Reb Shlomo, no. אתה אין way לא עושה כלום. So let's learn. נו, רב מוטלה, יש לך ראש טוב, a good head, so let's do something. ופתחו ישיבות, the whole Europe, whole Europa. So you think you're shutting one yeshiva, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu opens tons of yeshivot after.
למה הוא הצטער?
זה הישיבה שלו.
כי זה קרה אחר כך, אף אחד לא ראה את זה.
הוא לא ראה את זה באותו דבר.
לא, זה קרה. עם הזמן זה קרה. אבל הוא, הישיבה שהוא בנה אותה, הישיבה that he built, and to shut it down, אתה יודע איזה צער זה? ואברהם זקן בה בימים, ממשיך הלאה. על כל פנים, what happened? הקדוש ברוך הוא, he said, you don't mix anything. Do you hear me, Mr. Albert? אומר החפץ חיים, להעלות נר, תמיד. He says, when the Torah is pure, אדם יזכה על ידה לעלות ממדרגה למדרגה בעולם הבא. That kind of Torah is going to lead you, to lift you, לעלות אותך ממדרגה למדרגה non-stop. But the Torah has to be pure. And pure means don't mix anything else when you learn Torah. Why we go far to English? I'm saying no cell phone. No. I'm here. Before we're going to get to the yeshivot. If you really want another pshat for you and I, no cell phone. See? Okay. Now you worry about the English. Let's worry about the cell phone. No cell phone when you learn. You can't. It's impossible.
It's impossible to not have a cell phone?
To not? What do you mean? It's very possible to not have.
It's impossible to. Okay, I understand.
Before the cell phone came to the world, what happened?
Nothing.
Okay, so why is it possible? It's very
very
possible. It was possible for 5,000 years. So
self-control.
okay, so work on it. That's called zemen zayid zach leha'alot. You want to grow? This is it. You hear me then, right? Yes. We understand each other, right? So that's the answer to your question. The answer to your question is when you learn and your Torah is pure, yeah. But if Adam is slow, you know there is avirah that doesn't stop him. That Torah wouldn't help him. Yes.
These topics also like we need to learn them for.
It's okay. You can learn.
Why he?
What?
Why only
The
him?
rabbi.
You want also?
Learn what?
I don't know. Whatever he wants to learn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, besides, like it says to keep the Torah like pure, like 100%. I'm just saying, like you said for that yeshiva, they closed because the government told them they had to start accepting English classes, social studies. And
Basically, got to drop out of college, okay?
yeah. So it was just like I'm just curious, like.
You're curious. So I answered your curious question.
No, I'm asking in a sense where yeshivas, like we have yeshivas today that they teach Hebrew and also have English studies afterwards.
Very nice.
They should be closing down.
I'm not saying anything. Well, I'm talking to you now. You keep doing whatever you got to do. Don't drop anything. We good? חזק וברוך. יאללה. אומר שלמה המלך בדרך חיים תוכחות מוסר. תדע לך that the musar that a person learns and listens and does will get you it's going to get you to the path of life. שמעתם? musar. When a person learns musar, why musar is called musar, Moti?
ליישר.
ליישר, לייסר.
לייסר.
איסורים?
איסורים, right.
They teach you self-control. Don't talk. You got me angry. Now, if you have no musar, you're going to answer back. You're going to get yourself into troubles. And the troubles, it's a mess. You're going to end up in nowhere. So, if you have no self-control, if you don't have musar, you're going to go into a lot of bumps. אומר שלמה המלך, בדרך חיים, אתה רוצה את הדרך, the path, של חיים to live good life, just learn musar. ותקבל musar. Don't say, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? He's someone, he says the truth, and accept the truth. It hurts you. זה נקרא musar. כואב. But it's going to lead you to a good path. It's going to lead you to be במקום של טוב, מקום חיים. Yeah, we got to get this. We got it. Okay. Huh?
Musar, you need musar to teach you not to do things.
So memele, if you listen to musar, it's going to lead you to have a good life. תראו מה זה, אנשים שאין להם מוסר, הם רק מסתבכים בחיים, מבעיה לבעיה, they always get messed up. Why? They don't know how to shut their mouth. Or they do things that after they regret. But then it's too late already. But if someone, איש אדם יש לו תאווה לכסף, wow, I want to make money, מה זה? He wants to make so much money. He wants to grow and money. But sometimes in business, Rabbi, you can't just go according to the Torah always. How can you make business? נכון? You don't work, it's a good sign. Right? So, you gotta do it. You gotta do some good stuff. Good. You have to know how to do the right moves. Now, if your move is not according to the Torah, it's hard for you to not to do it. אומר שלמה המלך, דרך חיים תוך אחות מוסר. אם אתה תייסר את עצמך, if you're gonna control yourself, then you're gonna have חיים, you're gonna have life. אתה לא תעשה ככה, פתאום the IRS came on you. מה קרה? Why? Why the IRS stick out to people? כי אתה לא שילמת. Why didn't you pay? Because you want to make money, but you have to pay the taxes. I wanted to skip. Okay, why did you want to skip? It's because you want to grow, and you want to grow fast, and you want to save money. But don't you know that you're going to get yourself into troubles? No. So because you have no self-control, what's going to happen? Yes? אתה לא מדבר. כולכם פה silent. It's a good sign.
You're gonna get chapka.
Okay. מה קרה מוטי?
No, sometimes if a person has bills, it doesn't make enough, he has to pay the yeshiva, so he cuts from the taxes, so he can pay his other bills, the big bills.
אני סומך עליך. אנחנו ממשיכים.
I work with Ariel.
That's good. אתם מבינים את זה? שלמה המלך is going to tell us, תראו, in פסוק חבב, very sad pasuk. It's a great pasuk, but it's a sad reality. I'm skipping for a second, pasuk chavav. כי בעד אישה זונה עד כיכר לחם. אומר שלמה המלך, חס ושלום, someone that cannot control himself, Habibi, you're going to end up losing all your money. And guess what where you're going to end up? Looking for people or money just to have bread. How true is this pasuk?
Why Kabbalah? Something like that.
His wife caught him, and he ended up divorced, and he lost the house, he lost his wife and the kids, and he lives who knows where, and no parnasa, and he lost everything. Why? He cheated on his wife. אומר שלמה המלך, כי בעד אישה זונה על כיכר לחם. He couldn't control, ומה קרה? He lost everything. אתה תאבד את הכל. Everything you lose. You lose your business, you lose your house, you lose everything. אל תהיה טיפש, אומר שלמה המלך. Learn to control yourself. The minute חס ושלום יהיה קוט, וואי. היה סיפור לא נעים. There is tons of stories, but just something just pop up in my head. There's no סיפור, not that story. אבל זה סיפור שקרה. During the 9/11, you remember 9/11?
Yeah.
Okay. 9/11. Someone who works and used to work in the Twin Towers, and it was in the news that the Twin Towers got attacked. Someone's wife was so worried. She calls him and he doesn't pick up the phone. She calls him and he doesn't pick up the phone. And she starts to get so worried. Halifkot, Shira Ma'alot, B'Atzala, and who was going. And 20, 30 minutes after, boom, a second one again. Why? The world was shaking. Meanwhile, she calls him 20 times and he doesn't answer. 10 o'clock, He picks up his phone, he sees 20 missed calls from his house. What's going on? So he calls his wife. Hon, what's up? What happened? Are you okay? You were safe? Yeah. Everything is okay. Well, where are you? I'm in my office. Shoe office. Got attacked. Hon, are you dreaming?
In the office.
Oh my God.
babe? אפילו לא ידע.
Wow.
הוא לא ידע.
So he got saved, no?
Yeah, but he didn't know what happened. He didn't know what happened.
He'd probably rather be
Big
dead.
question mark on him.
He'd rather
Where were
be
you?
dead.
Wow.
Yeah, divorce.
Gonna make him
And if
dead.
you think he lost his business in the Twin Towers, he lost his business also in his house. הכל הלך. Very sad story.
That guy's a big deal.
He doesn't live far from here.
אני יותר טוב שהם...
you about the guy, Rabbi?
אני שואל, מה יותר טוב היה?
לא הבנתי, מה אתה שואל אותי? על העריות? יהרג ואל יעבור.
מה יותר טוב?
What kind of a question are you asking me? יהרג ואל יעבור.
It's bad.
What's better? I don't know.
It's not better. It's not
אני
better.
לא- What are you talking? יהרג ואל יעבור. That's one. Second is אז היה אלול או מסליחות. He should have finished his prayer very late because the slichot. Okay, so he was supposed to get saved.
He's saying, he's probably saying, thank God for him doing the.
I'm not so sure because
I'm saying to say what's better.
better.
The guy said, "Oh, you'll be dead."
אני לא מבין אותך. עדיף ימות זכאי ולא חייב. What are you talking about? יהרג ואל יעבור. עדיף למות זכאי ולא חייב. היה מת זכאי ולא חייב חס ושלום. נו, מה, איזה מין שאלות יש לך אתה? So, אומר שלמה המלך, זה נקרא בעד אישה זונה עד כיכר לחם. אנשים מאבדים את השכל שלהם. They lose their mind. They lose money. אומר שלמה המלך, אלברט, ודרך חיים תוכחות מוסר. Yes. Let's just finish this line.
Yeah.
If you learn Musar, the Musar is going to teach you to control yourself. And if you control yourself, you can have a good life. By the way, people that they cannot control themselves and they bump into all the problems every day, they're depressed because they always feel that I'm a loser. I don't know how to control anything. And people they have self-control, always happy because they always feels I accomplished. I'm strong. Nobody's gonna put me down. אני מצליח, אני נלחם. I'm a fighter. I'm a winner. ושלמה המלך אומר לך, אתה הולך בדרך החיים. אתה חי. Yeah.
Is it connecting the Derech Haim Tochachot Musar to the previous, to what he just said before about Kidei Mitzvot, the Torah, or to basically say you have to have Musar so you don't have Averot?
So Memele, you're gonna have the candle and the light on.
But if someone has Averot, can I have Shemen Zayit Zach?
I guess no. I mean, you have the Shemen Zayit, but it's not gonna help you
It's not going to be
because
Zach.
it's a long bit. Yes.
Does the Bible tell us how, if a person is in a situation, how to fight it?
Don't get to the situations.
He's in the situation.
Don't get to the situation.
So the Musar is...
The Musar is don't get there. The Gemara says,
So you your own strength. You have to be.
the Gemara says that a Nazir, what is a Nazir? Nazir is someone that cannot drink wine. Yeah, יפה מאוד. You hear me, Mr. Ness and Haim? Nazir cannot drink wine. אסור לו. But can a Nazir walk in a vineyard? אומרת הגמרא, סחור, אמרינא לנזירה. We tell the Nazir, go around the vineyard. Go around. Don't go in. Why?
You have a challenge. You're putting yourself in a challenge.
That's the answer.
That's the same thing with Amal.
Oh, go around meaning don't go into.
Don't
put
go
yourself
in
in a
because you
challenge.
might gonna see the grapes and let me just make beracha borei pri ha'etz.
Sometimes.
And then I'm going to tell the rabbi, how could I control myself? It's a problem. Don't go into the problems. You know why? Do you know why we have Isur Yahud? Why there is Isur Yahud? Yahud is because it's a gader. Don't get yourself into the problems. כמה צרות בעולם היה בגלל יחוד. How many צרות? Yo, how many צרות? People fail only because they don't keep יחוד. And by the way, זה גם גבר וגם אישה. There's no difference. No difference. No difference. גם גבר וגם אישה צריך להיזהר. כי הניסיון של הדברים האלו, כמעט כל אדם בעולם מזהה את זה. What?
Probably happens a lot with people who have maids, no?
You gotta make sure. You gotta make sure. Keep the halachot.
They're gonna door open.
Don't be there בכלל to begin with.
Yeah, don't be
Okay,
there.
there's no choice. Let's say you don't
And
have
no
any,
choice.
any
You want to hear
interaction.
stories?
אין לו choice. הוא צריך לשבת באשתו ילד קטן.
ילד קטן?
יש לו ילד קטן, אשתו הולכה, מה יעשה? גם יעזור את ה...
לא, יתקשר לאשתו, יעשה פייסטיים.
Before FaceTime, גם אני.
Before פייסטיים אין חתמי בבית, רק פה עכשיו. Give me a break.
Let's say FaceTime. Let's say... לדבר איתה FaceTime היום ולא...
את תדבר איתה, גם לא רוצה לדבר איתך בכלל. היא תראה אותך ואתה רואה אותה.
Just keep it on.
FaceTime to who? To the maid?
Your wife.
השם ישמור!
לכן יצא הדבר.
אתה מבין, זה מה שקרה. It's from the Twin Towers, הסיפור שלך. הבנת? אני אומר לך, תעשה פייס, ואתה לאשתו, אומר לי, מה לך, תדבר איתה?
No, but let's just say honestly, you wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole, but she's your maid, she's in your house, she's helping the house. You can't go into the house now?
20 years ago, I was
Right,
asked, listen, תקשיב טוב, you're not an angel, just listen. 20 years ago, I was asked to come put mezuzah in a house. Okay. I said, how many mezuzot? She said, only one. I said, only outside, I'm not going inside. Fine. באתי לבית, I see a lady alone. אמרתי ברכה מזוזה, שמת את המזוזה והתחילה לבכות. So why are you crying? I'm going to see this whole house. Like, yeah. I used to live here with my husband. He took the maid and he ran away.
Oh my God. Must have been Caesar.
I don't know what he must have been. I'm just telling you a story that happened. I was there. He bukhali. I brought a maid. My husband took her and he dropped me. כן. אני אומר לך, אני בא לעשות מזוזה והיא בוכה לי. מה היא בוכה? בעלה בגד בה. מה זה? No, I stayed. עשיתי פייסטיים.
I'm saying like
He did it outside. Outside.
I don't know.
Had the door open.
I maybe there's therapists for that. I'm not a therapist. But don't look to be a therapist. סיפורים כאלו, tons. There is tons.
Yeah.
השם ישמור.
How do we have a balance?
Balance, יראת שמיים.
No, I'm saying, like, everybody has averot. How are you going to come to that? Like, I'm saying, I want to have Shem. I want to have Zach.
זך, יראת שמיים. שיביתי השם ונגדי תמיד. That's it. If you have fear of God, you're on the right path. How? Musar. Musar gives you power and strength every day. Every day. Baruch Hashem, we're here every day, 45 minutes. It does something.
like Mesilat Yesharim Musar.
8:15 Musar. It starts 8:15 on Monday and Thursday, and every day 8:10.
When was Musar implemented?
This is Musar.
Day one. Hen Adam and Yirאת Shamayim. Yes.
It's time to discuss. What's a good book to
I don't. No. There's no book. You have to have a rabbi and a class to learn. That's how you get it. People start. Habibi, people start and they fall asleep. All of a sudden, I don't get it. I don't have it. So when you have interaction, when you have someone you talk to, you have your friends, it gives power. It gives hizuk. Why you think? Oh, I just learned something today. oh my gosh, tomorrow I'm going to see the rabbi and their friends. I'm not going to feel good. But that's good enough.
If you have questions, the book is not going to answer you back.
Guess what? He's not going to have questions because he's just going to read it.
You're saying just don't learn.
You see, you're always extreme.
No, I'm not.
Why? Just be normal. Mitzvah להיות נורמלי. All right? פסוק כ"ד, לשמורך מאשת רע מחלקת לשון נוכריה. He says you should know that the Torah is going to it will protect you from isha ra'ah. Marco מחייך.
The wife is bad?
הנה, פירושו של מוטי.
No, I'm asking. That's what it says.
אישה.
לא אשתך, אישה.
אישה
זה אשתו.
חלקת לשון נוכריה אומר לך.
לא, זה משהו אחר.
So יש כמה וכמה פירושים. I'm going to tell you all the פירושים, so to make everybody happy, even מוטי and Marco. מאשת רע, that's פשט הפשוט, Rashi learns, זה מינות. זה מינות. כפירה. זה מינות למינים ולמלשינים אל תהיה תקווה. So that's מינות עבודה זרה, כפירה. Someone who learns Torah, the Torah is going to keep you away from כפירה. כל מיני thoughts, doubts ומונה, out. זה מהתורה. That's one. Second, מאשת רע זה בר מינן אישה נידה. כך מביא רבי סעד הגאון. רבי סעד הגאון learns, מאשת רע, that's אישה נידה. זאת אומרת, חס ושלום, when אישה doesn't keep נידה, she doesn't want to go to mikveh, you have no choice. You're going to get, at the end of the day, you're going to get divorced. You
have to get divorced?
What?
You have to get divorced?
אישה נידה? בוודאי.
If she doesn't care to go.
אישה שלא שומרת...
There's a good chance the husband doesn't care if she goes either. That's the truth.
I'm not going to go to Mr. Albert, but I'm going to tell you this. If a woman is not, she doesn't keep nida, then the Isur Doraita Karet gets divorced. אז עכשיו אומר לך, אם אדם ילמד תורה, דע לך שהתורה הזאת תשמור אותך from getting yourself into that troubles. And it's very simple why. אני אגיד לך למה. We're talking about, we're not talking about people who don't keep Torah. That's not the case. We're talking about people who keep Torah mitzvot. And sometimes, יש יצר הרע. יש יצר הרע. Guys, trust me, there is a lot of stories that I don't have to share. אבל יש יצר הרע. הוא אומר לך, תדע לך, that when you have Torah and Musar, it will protect you from controlling your own, yourself. And you're not going to lead you and your wife, חס ושלום, to get there. So that's רבי סעד הגאון. יש פירוש אחר. לשמוך מאשת רע, תדע לך מי שלומד תורה, the Torah will protect him, that he's going to have a good wife. You know why? אני אגיד לכם למה. כשאדם יש לו מוסר, Adam Tov, someone who learns Torah and Musar, he come home and has a good marriage. Do you know when you have a rough marriage? When there is no communication, when there is no love, when there's no caring. Very selfish. Two people, very selfish. He says himself and she says herself. They don't care. That's where bumps, babayit mathelikot. But Adam sheyesh lo musar. It's amazing. It's amazing. A week ago, 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call about someone. A girl was, she was trying to find some information about a boy, and I told her, make sure that the boy is learning. So she tells me, what's learning is going to do to my marriage? She asks me, she's young, she's 25. She asked me, what learning is going to do to my marriage? אמרתי לו, I wanted to tell you not to watch learning. אמרתי לו, הוא יכול ללמוד מסכת בבא קמא, על שור שנגח את הפרה, and it's going to be a match in your house. You're going to ask me how it works. I have no answer. But the DNA of a Jewish person is that if you learn Torah, the Torah מעדנת את האדם. מה זה מעדנת? Makes him soft. Softer. יש לתורה כוח לעדן את האדם. וואו. יש לתורה כוח לעדן את האדם. אמרתי לה, no matter what Gemara is going to learn. אם הוא לומד תורה, somehow, he comes home, הוא בן אדם אחר. I gave one Rosh Hashanah here. I spoke that we have guests, and sometimes the husband comes home and wife's not ready. Don't get angry. Just stay calm. אני חושב נכנסנו מראש השנה לשבת גם כן. So I think it was a three days holiday. אמרתי, just דבר רגוע. Simchat Torah, one of the wives meets the Rebbetzin, and she tells her, I have no idea. Since my husband came to the shul, he's different guys. Well, what happened? Oh, listen, we married almost for 40 years. This guy, Atzbani, is angry like crazy. Rosh Hashanah, listen, he came home, I had guests, the table was not ready, and it was quiet. He didn't say a word. He said, it's my first time in 30, 40 years, I don't remember him. ככה היא מספרת לרבנית. אתם מבינים מה זה? זהו, ככה זה. לשמורך מאשת רע. תדע לך, אתה תלמד תורה, אתה תנצל. תודה רבה.
לפי כן, אבל אין תרומות זאת שנאמרת, נחי בזמן, אז בוא יגיד זה לא היה ביד.